I never liked science as a kid, and I actually never even finished high school biology. I experienced a traumatic brain injury playing in a soccer game my sophomore year of high school, and they had to pull me from classes for the rest of the semester. As my brain started to heal, I realized there were some parts of it that never fully would. I still have some cognitive problems, but I worked hard through the rest of my high school time to learn how to live and learn with this new brain. And I also came to realize that topics that interested me just clicked in a way that nothing else did. It then came time to apply to colleges, and I decided I wanted to be an optometrist. So I asked Google, what major should you pick if you want to be an optometrist? And Google said, biology, of course. So even though I only had half a semester's worth of an experience that I hated with biology in high school, I decided that being a biology major in college would be just a means to an end. My first class on the first day was an introductory class on cell and molecular biology, which was about everything that happens within the cell to keep it alive and functioning, which in turn keeps us as humans alive and functioning as well. And it really shocked me, in a good, ironic way, when I felt that click at the end of the first week. I was hooked. Another class I took later dove into bacteria and fungi and viruses and parasites, what they do, what they are, and how they do it. And I felt that click again, but louder. So I joined the only lab on campus that studied bacteria, and after the first day, I knew I had to chuck that healthcare plan right out the window. Research was it. And I've studied different bacteria over the years, but I found a very special kinship with one in particular that was resilient just like me. Acinetobacter baumannii, or AB for short. This is a bacteria that lives in hospitals and is a big problem across the world for two main reasons. First, it's really resistant to antibiotics, or the drugs that are used to kill bacteria. This means that when someone gets infected, it can be very challenging to treat because we only have a few or no drugs that can kill it. The second reason it's such a problem is that it is incredibly tolerant to different environments and stressors. Stressors for bacteria are not things like a big workload, but more so things like heat, cold, dehydration, and even chemicals such as hospital cleaning solutions. Tolerance refers to their ability to experience those stressors and not die. AB can and does live on hospital surfaces, such as bed rails and doorknobs and ventilators, in the complete absence of water for months. And when it gets water and food again, it can come back to life and continue on as normal, almost like a bacteria zombie. The spread from person to person and surface to surface is driven by its incredible ability to survive this type of dehydration stress. And one of the most common diseases that AB causes is ventilator-associated pneumonia. If someone is in the ICU and are having trouble breathing on their own, they get put on a ventilator to help push air into their lungs. And as we know, our zombie AB can live on those ventilators in the dehydrated state. So it's not just air that gets pushed into the patient's lungs, but also these bacterial cells. And because AB can withstand different stressors, such as those that are employed by the immune system to specifically try and kill invading bacteria, it's able to just set up camp and divide and conquer and cause disease. And because the majority of the AB found in hospitals is resistant to multiple antibiotics, it's challenging and expensive to treat the infection. What I research is what is happening inside of AB that allows it to live on the hospital surfaces in that dehydrated state and still come back to life afterwards in full zombie fighting form. So if we can start to unravel that mystery, we can help stop people from getting sick in the first place. Now, I truly love what I do, and I find it so fitting that I study how AB is so tolerant and resilient. I never finished high school biology. I had to reteach myself how to learn, and now I'm a researcher in a field of biology that's focused on understanding how these tiny little bacteria share those same qualities. If you're also resilient or love tiny bacteria, or both, I look forward to connecting and hearing your story as well.